Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. While much warmer temperatures are forecast for the northern plains, the cold temperatures are going to continue from the Midwest into the southern plains and into the East Coast today and tomorrow. High temperatures for these regions today are expected to be 20 to 30 degrees below mid-January averages. Lows are going to drop below freezing for all locations east of the Rockies, except for central and southern Florida. Conditions are going to be warm for the western U.S. until the middle of the week. Winds for the coastal locations are expecting some improvement today. Conditions are going to remain dangerous with additional gusty winds, offshore winds, continuing through tomorrow at least, which is exactly what our friends in California don't want to hear. Close at home, dry and cool for the week ahead with a slow warming trend back to normal and above by the weekend. Winds look to be breezy to windy for the weekend, and this week appears to stay dry. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Folks, it's cold outside. Very cold. If you know someone who is out in the cold, call Greg Gutierrez, 480-489-1111. He does have access to limited funds to get motel rooms to help those in need get out of the cold. 480-489-1111. You don't have to do anything else but make sure that they get in touch with Greg. Yesterday, President Trump pardoned 1,500 some odd January 6 participants. I reached out to former County Commissioner Coy Griffin to see if he had changed his mind about if Trump extended him a pardon. Would Griffin accept it?
You know, Anthony, I know I'm still in the same spot that I was. I'm in a place where I feel like I can really get justification out of the courts. That's where I'm going to spend my focus at now. Like I mentioned to you before, though pardons are nice, and if I was sitting in jail right now, or if I was still facing repercussions of a conviction, then my position would probably be different, and I'd probably be looking forward to accepting a pardon. But being that I've already been through the process, I've already paid back all of my fines and done my punishment by spending time in jail, I feel like I need to focus on the courts, Anthony, because, you know, I think that that's where real justice lies.
What is Griffin's thoughts on the others being pardoned?
It really puts my mind at ease tonight to know that those guys are being processed right now and they're coming out of prison. I only thank one person for that, and that's the Lord Jesus Christ, because it's only by His grace that we're where we're at today. And
the Supreme Court has neither scheduled nor, to my understanding, agreed to review the Griffin case as of news deadline. Got a lot more to get to here, but first we're going to have a special message from Kitty City.
One of our special needs kitties, Lenny Lou, was selected for March of the 2025 National Cat Calendar. This qualifies Kitty City to win $10,000 as the rescue that had Lenny Lou. The winner will be determined by the number of votes received for Lenny Lou by Thursday at 6 p.m. Here's how you can help. Go to Facebook to Kitty City NM. That's Kitty City NM. Click on the Vote for Lenny Lou link and cast your vote, and then share the post.
And one more time, if you know someone who's out in the cold, call Greg Gutierrez, 480-489-1111. He does have access to limited funds to cover the cost of motel rooms to help those in need get out of the cold. We got more to talk about in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Hi, Sunny Harris, inviting you to join Animal Village NM's Thank You in Advance fundraiser and help us reach our goal of $25,000 by February 29th. Your support will fund spay-neuter surgeries for more than 200 pets and provide essential pet food for families in need. Drop off gently worn shoes at our collection boxes or donate online at animalvillagenm.org. By mail, 303 Spring Road, Ruidoso, 88345. Thank you in advance for your generosity. AnimalVillageNM.org.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
The Biden administration released an app which served as a single portal to a variety of Customs and Border Patrol services. Through a series of guided questions, the app directed every user to the appropriate travel or trade services based on their needs. However, starting yesterday, users of the app will see a message which reads, effective January 20th, 2025, the functionalities of CBP-1 that previously allowed undocumented aliens to submit advance information and schedule appointments at 8 Southwest border ports of entry is no longer available. Existing appointments have been canceled. Other executive orders signed by Trump roll back federal gender policies. He did save TikTok for at least 75 days. It designates human trafficking cartels as foreign terrorist organizations. It reinstates the Remain in Mexico policy. It ends birthright citizenship for illegal immigrants. It declares there's only two sexes, male and female. It gets rid of DEI. It pulls out of the Paris Climate Accord. And that's just a few. Now, the one that got the laughs or groans or cheers was, of course, restoring names that honor American greatness, which means we need to go around and change our maps from the heights of Mount McKinley to the depths of the Gulf of America. KOB spoke to a few folks about these executive orders that we just talked about. The executive director of Equality New Mexico, Marshall Martinez, called the two-gender order hurtful and not surprising.
I do think it's kind of interesting that that President Trump says repeatedly that he won most of his votes because he was going to bring down the prices of gas and eggs and the like. And I'm not sure how attacking trans people in a federal executive order will address inflation.
Other voters have said,
I don't feel like we're moving forward as a country. I think that we are stepping backwards. And that is one example of that.
I'm absolutely in support of that as well. That's what God gave us.
I'm really sad for people, in the trans community. I have somebody who's very close to me, who's trans.
When it comes to immigration, Trump mentioned ending the birthright citizenship. Let's take a quick look at the law. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Now, while some gravitate towards the phrase born or naturalized, others take note of that quirky and subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Question: if you're not legal, then you are not subject to the jurisdiction, are you? I'd say no. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof.
I mean, this country is built off of immigrants, okay? That's what it is. That is the history of this country. And so to do away with a lot of those rules that have been in place for so long to protect these people is just tragic. It really, really is. My heart goes out to families who are going to be affected.
It has nothing to do with immigrants and everything to do with illegal border crossings.
I was singing God Bless America, my hand over my heart, and I am ready for this golden age of this administration and what they're going to do for this country.
Why? You put your hand over your heart for the Star-Spangled Banner, not God Bless America. Bottom line, people are still very divided. But not to worry, folks. Our elected officials in Santa Fe and those in D.C. are ready to fight. People like Representative Melanie Stansbury.
What I want all New Mexicans to know is that our 5-member delegation is planning to push back, fight back, do everything we can to protect the constitutional and legal rights of New Mexicans. And I know that our governor and our state legislature right here in the Roundhouse are prepared to do the same.
Stansbury speaking with KRQE. And I don't see how this affects New Mexicans at all, since this order takes effect next month and only affects those born February 20th of 2025 and forward. Oh, and if you're pregnant? Well, I thought it was just a glob of cells without any rights at this point anyway. I mean, you can't have it both ways. Incidentally, the landmark Wong Kim Ark case of 1898 set the precedent that recognized anyone born on U.S. soil is a citizen. Sports and weather are coming up next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy. for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
There are 34 games for New Mexico girls basketball today, including Hondo at Floyd, Mountain Air at Capitan, Redoso at Hatch, Chaparral at Hot Springs. Estancia comes to Tularosa. Wow! Go, Lady Cats! There are 43 games for New Mexico varsity basketball today. Some of those include Redoso at Mesilla Valley Christian, Corona Von at Carrizozo, Mountain Air goes to Capitan, and Hondo goes to Floyd. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, mostly clear tonight, sunny tomorrow, winds gusting up to 11 miles per hour. Your high today in the basin, 36. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 13. Low tonight of 18. High tomorrow, 52 degrees. In Cloudcroft, sunny skies today, winds gusting as high as 14 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting as high as 20. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 17. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 25. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's negative 8. Low tonight of 18. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 6. High tomorrow, 37. Wind chill is going to make it feel like it's 7 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting kalhradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. And that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.